We love having this guy on. It's been a while. We fell in love with him. First, fell in love with him when he was in Stand By Me, and then, of course, he had us at hello in Jerry Maguire. And now he's one of the co-hosts of The Talk, which is celebrating Season 12 with a Rock the Block party outdoors on the CBS Studio Center residential street in Studio City, California, coming up Monday, September 13th, the season premiere of The Talk is at 2 to 3 Eastern Time, starring in part the man who's on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line here on the Rich Eisen Show, Jerry O'Connell. How are you, Jerry? Uh-oh. Is Jerry there?
Yes, Mr. Eisen.
I don't know if you heard my whole big to-do introducing you. I don't know if you heard all that or not.
I did. It was really quite moving.
Thank you.
I wish you could put me in a better mood, but we're only one game into this fantasy football season.
Okay,
yes,
sir.
I know you as someone who I would always come on the NFL Network and talk about fantasy football and the infancy of fantasy football.
Yes, sir.
But I might have to quit it all altogether. We're only one game into the fantasy football season, and already my children. I picked my children up yesterday from a volleyball practice that they're in.
Yes.
Don't get too excited. They're not very good, but at least they're out of the house.
Yes.
And they said, Daddy, why are you so quiet? Why are you so you seem depressed?
Yes.
And I looked at them and I said, because I'm playing someone who's playing not only Gronkowski but also Chris Godwin.
Okay. So now
and they said, is that fantasy football? And I said, yes. Mm-hmm. And they said, why do you play every year, Daddy? It makes you so sad.
Out of the mouths of babes.
Here we are again. I'm literally, we're 1 hour into the season, and already I'm angry and sad.
Well, let me just, if you don't mind, Jerry O'Connell, to borrow some phrases from your world and history. Let me help you. That's number one. And right now, you got to suck it up, because it sounds like you're getting 2 for flinching right now on your fantasy, and you can't have that. Jerry, come on. It's a long marathon, okay?
Let's
go,
it's a long
Jerry.
Marathon, but I rode with Chris Godwin every year. And then, of course, last year I ride with him, and he only plays a handful of games. He has finger surgery, and when he does start, he's got Antonio Brown in there all of a sudden, and it's not happening. And then, of course, the one day I play against him in fantasy football, he has 25 points.
Well,
and Gronkowski, who went in the last round of every league and no one would touch him, has not one but 2 touchdowns in the first hour of football this year. I can't handle fantasy football any longer. Richard,
Jerome.
It's destroying my life.
Jerry O'Connell. Let's about Jerry O'Connell here on the. Let me give another proper introduction to one of the stars of The Talk on CBS, which is celebrating a season 12 premiere on Monday, September 13th, with a neat outdoor bash.
We have NFL Network alum Akbar who's also joining us as well. So I will be just handing him my phone and saying, "Please fix my lineup."
That's what I'm saying.
So I can stop paying these. I stopped paying these websites all of my salary to automatically set my rosters. Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started. I had my big pickup, my big sleeper was Gus Edwards. Can you believe? I'm watching my children poorly play volleyball yesterday, and then my phone starts dinging. I thought it was an Amber Alert, but it's there to tell me that Gus Edwards is no longer playing this season. So I go immediately to pick up Le'Veon or to go pick up Tyson, and he's already gone in my leagues. Thank goodness. Former NFL Network alum Michael Fabiano texted me and said, pick up Latavius now, and I finally got him, and I will be starting him. But just to let you know, I'm starting Latavius in my flex, and we're 1 hour into this season. I can't take it anymore, Mr.
Jerry.
I can't take it.
Jerry O'Connell here on the Rich Eisen Show, Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line. So hold on a second, Jerry. A flex, that's... I mean, come on. You got to have another receiver or a tight end, somebody that you could start at flex. And
listen, it's a 4-team. It's a 14-team league. Everyone is gone. These. I hope I'm not offending anyone. These mental cases that I play with in this league are just. They immediately. Everyone is gone. The only one I could play possibly instead of Latavius is Alan Lazard. Who
That's not a
I'm
bad
not
one.
mad at, but you just don't want to be.
You got to go.
I know, but he just you don't want to be opening with an Alan Lazard. No offense to Mr. Lazard. He's a great receiver. He's fun to watch. He plays with a lot of passion.
So play him.
It's fun to have a reason to watch.
Play him. Play him.
I'm going to play Latavius. I'm going to roll the dice. I have a thing where I have to have Ravens ground game on all of my fantasy teams. And I thought Gus Edwards was going to take me to the championship circle. But unfortunately, it's going to be me and Latavius.
Well, let me help you out here. Let me help you out here then. Okay. Jerry O'Connell here on the Rich Eisen Show. Latavius Murray, if I'm not mistaken, was born into the league by the Oakland Raiders, and he's going to be taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Maybe he wants to teach him a little bit of a lesson. I don't know. Go Alan Lazard. That's my 2 cents to you. Who else is this league? Anybody we know?
Okay.
Anybody else? Anybody we know? Anyone we've heard of? Jerry? Name drop?
These are all civilians. There is one non-civilian, an actor by the name of Anson Mount. He plays.
We know who he is.
Captain Pike on the new Star Trek show. He was also in a show called Hell on Wheels.
Yeah. Okay.
I was making a lot of fun of him.
Civilians.
We were in an auction draft, which took 17 hours.
Jerry, stop right there. You got to get out of this league. Okay, your children are the greatest reflection of you and your lovely wife. You know that already, Jerry. Okay, you know that already. Your children are saying, "Daddy, what's wrong?" That's an alarm bell that's going off. There's smoke in the house. You got to get the hell out. And that's 17 hours. You've got a life, Jerry. You've got a job. You've got children. What is the matter with you?
I'm just so happy that the season has finally started. You know, when I had 6 drafts this week, and when I have a draft, because I have to have all these other ancillary sites that tell me rankings that I sync up with my draft.
Yes.
No one in my house can also use the internet. The internet is solely for me. The children can't use the TikTok. They can't be Snapchatting. My wife cannot be online, shopping, searching, streaming. There's none of it. I literally take all their devices, I shut them off, and I put them in a safe. And it's just me and a 17-hour auction draft.
Well, I think we must live in the same neighborhood because a lot of times this week my internet's dipped out in the neighborhood. Maybe it's just you sucking it from all of greater Los Angeles, Jerry. Maybe.
Yeah, I was.
Oh my God!
I was a little upset in another league. I had this whole thing. I was taking Austin Eckler in all of my leagues in the first round, and my internet crapped out, so I ended up with Nick Chubb. But
good.
I tried to offer a few trades, nothing happened. So I'm rolling with Chubb in one of my leagues as well.
All right. So who else is in those leagues? Give me the one with the least non-civilians.
I'm actually in a league with a group of your friends.
Who's that?
I'm in a league with the former co-stars of the show The League.
Okay.
Everyone's in it except for your friend, Jeff Schaefer, who was the creator of The League.
Too big time.
And
all right.
I do have to say, not to smack talk, but those cast members who are on The League...
They stink. They're not good at it.
They don't know much about the National Football League. Turns out...
They're excellent actors. That's what it turns out to be. Yes.
Now, that said, I can't talk too much smack. This is the most embarrassing point of my life. I mean, this is a low point of my life.
Yes.
Last season, I came in last in their league.
So what do you have to do? What'd you have to do?
I had to do the punishment. It is.
Yes.
I realized that. I realized that all gambling is wrong and bad, but there is a financial punishment.
Okay.
At the end, it's nothing insane.
Okay, not like the show.
It's more embarrassing because I lost to people who, are trying to draft Thurman Thomas in the first round. They just have no clue what's happening. And the fact is, they don't even try at fantasy. I think they probably pay for sites that tell them who to put in their lineups. But here's the thing that really upset me. I not only worked hard, I worked the hardest I possibly could. I could not have worked harder at my league and my team. It was a disaster from the get-go. I drafted Fitzpatrick as one of my quarterbacks.
Okay.
It's a 2 QB league, and then after the first game against Miami last season, I dropped him. I was like, he's going to be no good. And then, of course, he went on to score 40 points a game, and I couldn't get him back. And it was just a disaster from the get-go.
Hey, man.
I thought for sure that the Jets last season, I am from New York, were going to have an amazing season, so I drafted Le'Veon in the third round. He played a total of 3 quarters last season, the entire season, not only on the Jets but on the Chiefs as well. It was a disaster season. I came in last, and it changed me as a person. It changed me as a father. It changed me as a husband. I have to say, I realized it all came rushing back yesterday when I went up against someone who played Gronkowski, who I believe was one of the last picks in our league.
Yes.
And he put up 2 touchdowns. I don't think I can do this another year. My kids are right. Why do I play fantasy football if it upsets me too much? I stop and I think, when did fantasy football really make me happy? Last season, I won one week by like a 0.2, and that didn't even make me that happy. I just thought to myself, why did I only win by 0.2? I should have won by more. Oh, I missed this person in the flex. I'm never happy.
Jerry,
it doesn't make me happy.
Jerry, when the losses hurt more than the wins give you enjoyment, that's when it's time to retire. But look, let's see how this year plays out. And I want to talk about your show so your people don't get upset with me or you for just talking about.
Yeah, right. I'm on the talk.
Yes.
Our big season premiere is Monday. We're doing a barbecue, like a block party.
Yes.
It's super fun. It's live. I've entered the world of talk show host, Mr. Eisen.
You're
if you
good
have
at it.
Tips for me?
You'll be great at it. I know you got Akbar. There's Akbar, Amanda Klutz, Cheryl Underwood. There's you, the talk on CBS, 2 to 3 Eastern.
We're trying to do something a little different in daytime, where we have a couple of dudes up here. Not that we identify people strictly through their gender, but
do it.
We're trying something different. It's a really good group of people working here.
Great.
I'm excited to come to work every day. And
right.
You know what? It's like a real old school live TV show. I mean, it's we come in, we do it for an hour, and then whatever we said, that's it. We left it on the studio floor. It's
the
going to be exciting. It's sort of a new thing for me.
At Mr. Jerry OC on both Twitter and Instagram. Let's talk. How about this? You and I talk.
Also Yelp. I do have to say, I give a lot of places, especially here in Southern California, Yelp reviews. If I have a good experience in a place, you can follow me on Yelp. There's no way to monetize that. I haven't figured out a way to monetize it, but I just do it. It's like a good thing to do. If I have a good experience somewhere, I just leave a good Yelp review.
No, okay. Well,
for the show.
Yeah, leave one. Well, I don't do it. Are we on Yelp?
Yeah, but we could be.
You're in charge of social media. Get us on Yelp.
I got to tell you. I got to say, this has been such a positive experience. You're going to get 5 stars.
Well, Jerry, hopefully you could help me with my Uber rating, but that'll be for our next conversation. That'll be for our next conversation. Well, let's chat in like a month. We'll talk more about your show and how your team's plural. Let's do it.
Let's prayers up. I need Latavius Murray to get 25 points on Monday. Hopefully that will happen.
Oh my gosh, Jerry O'Connell, take care of yourself, man. Best of luck. Jerry O'Connell, the one and only.
Wow.
Oh, we haven't spoken to him in a while. That was fun. I'm laughing my ass off. That was funny. At Mr. Jerry OC on Twitter and Instagram. That was Jerry O'Connell on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.